Hi guys, welcome back to English class. Let's go into the session. How many of you like to have tea? Obviously, everyone likes to have tea, right? Yes. Have you ever had varieties of tea before this? Here are a few varieties of tea. Let's have a look into it. Herbal tea, iced tea, lemon tea, green tea, black tea, and tea with milk. Okay, do you know the process of making tea powder? Now we will go on the process of making tea powder. First, the young tea leaves are plucked by the workers. Nowadays, machines are available. Then, the plucked leaves are dried in sunlight. Next, the dried leaves are powdered and then the tea powder is packed. And this is how we are getting tea powder. Got it? Yes. Now, can you guess what topic are we going to see? You are absolutely correct. We are going to learn how to prepare a nice tea from Unit 2 Prose. The title is A Nice Cup of Tea by George Orwell. More than 70 years ago, in the January 12, 1946 edition of the Evening Standard, George Orwell wrote up 11 tips for making and consuming tea, published under the title A Nice Cup of Tea. The prose A Nice Cup of Tea reveals the factual points, the author George Orwell's personal opinions, and his sense of humor on the preparation of tea. George Orwell funnily says that the best manner of making tea is the subject of violent disputes. He suggests 11 points to prepare a nice cup of tea. First of all, he suggests that one should use Indian or Ceylonese tea. According to him, a nice cup of tea means Indian tea. He humorously comments that one does not feel wiser, braver, or more optimistic after drinking the Chinese tea. That means he could get all these by drinking Indian tea. Secondly, tea should be made in small quantities in a teapot. He recommends that the teapot should be made of china or earthenware. Thirdly, the teapot should be warmed beforehand. Fourthly, the tea should be strong. For this, he suggests 6 heaped teaspoons of tea powder. Fifthly, the tea powder should be put straight into the teapot to infuse properly. He wittingly uses the term imprison the tea, which means the tea powder should not be separated with strainers, muslin bags, or other devices. Sixthly, one should add water with the tea powder while it boils in the kettle. Seventhly, after making the tea, one should stir it. Eighthly, one should use a good breakfast cup which holds more tea. Ninthly, one should pour the cream of the milk before using it for tea. Tenthly, while adding milk with the tea, he supports that one should pour tea into the cup first and then add milk in it. Lastly, the author suggests to drink tea without sugar to get the exact flavor of tea. Thus, the author recommends that tea should be stronger and tasty. While drinking tea, it should be harmless. We never ruin the taste of tea by adding sugar. Nothing goes better with tea than more tea. Let's see few points for better understanding. Tea is one of the mainstays of civilization. Best way of making it is the subject of violent disputes. There are 11 outstanding points in making tea. 4 are acutely controversial. Firstly, use Indian or Ceylonese tea. Secondly, Tea is to be made in small quantities in a teapot made of china or earthenware. Thirdly, pot is to be warmed beforehand by placing it on the hob. Fourthly, tea to be strong for a pot of quart 6 heaped teaspoons. Fifthly, tea is to be put straight into pot, no strainers or muslin to imprison tea. Sixthly, take the pot instead of kettle. Water should be boiling at the moment of impact. Seventhly, stir it after making tea or give the pot a good shake. Allow the leaves to settle. Eighthly, drink out of a cylindrical breakfast cup which holds more and keep it hot. Ninthly, pour cream of the milk before using it for tea. Tenthly, pour tea into the cup first to exactly regulate the amount of milk. Lastly, tea should be drunk without sugar to get the exact flavor of tea. Controversies exist, but the whole business of making and drinking tea is subtilized. Let's see about the author. Eric Arthur Black, better known by his pen name George Orwell. He was born on 25th June 1903 and died on 21st January 1950. He was an English novelist, essayist, journalist, and critic whose work is marked by clear prose awareness of social inequity. Orwell wrote literary criticism, poetry, fiction, and polemical journalism. He is best known for the allegorical novella Animal Farm and the dystopian novel 1984. In 2008, The Times ranked him second on a list of the 50 greatest British writers since 1945. Up to this, the prose gets over. Okay, children, hope you understand this prose and do the given assignments. Thank you.